Welcome to today's lesson. My name is Geoffrey. I will be looking at the Form 4 oral poetry lesson, and there are several features that we're going to look at together. I first of all take the opportunity to welcome each and everyone to this platform. Feel much welcome and remember to subscribe so that you can be able to follow our updates uh, from day to day. Thank you so much. So first I will start by highlighting on the general features of songs. We have songs and we have various types of songs that we are aware of. But these particular songs have got what you call features that are rampant that make them different from other genres of oral literature. I'll begin by giving this or highlighting some of the general features that we must be aware of, these features of songs. First, we have to understand that songs involve what we call aspects of poetry and chants, which means there is singing and dancing involved. Secondly, we can say that another feature is there is what we call community property, that a song or songs are community properties. They belong to communities. They have lots of traditional elements. They are dynamic, which means that they keep on absorbing new themes. They are dynamic. That a song which is sung today will not be sung the same way in 10 years to come. That is why we say that songs are dynamic. We also say that they reflect real experiences in contemporary society. They incorporate what we call real experiences, that is, in the contemporary society or world. They also use what's called images and symbols from immediate environment. Songs have also what we call refrain or what we call chorus. Refrain can be called chorus, which allow the audience to participate actively. They are in verse form or groups of lines that form a single unit. We have a verse or a group of lines that form a single unit. That makes songs to be unique or different from other genres of oral literature. In addition, we also have another feature or another characteristic of songs that we call they use lots of repetition. There is what we call a lot of repetition employed in songs. For example, when it comes to singing of choruses, choruses are repeated. We also have what we call another feature that we call songs have got what we call rhetorical questions. There are questions that do not require an answer. There are similes, the use of similes, the use of metaphors, rhyme, and rhythm. All those are incorporated in songs, and we have to take note of that. There's another area that we need to also look at under this particular lesson, and that is the features of an oral song. Features of an oral song. We could have an oral song or oral poem. Some of the features include repetition. We have repetition when it comes to an oral song. It is direct translation. There is direct address or the use of apostrophe. There is what we call short stanzas or lines. There is parallelism or what we call uniformity in structure. There is also what we call simple vocabulary. And we also have figurative language. We have another area that we are going to look at. That is the poetic language or the structure evident in songs. Songs have got a unique structure which is evident in them, different from other genres of oral literature. That's There's what we call poetic, the use of poetic language, and that is the structure that is evident in songs. So, in this, we must understand that there is what we call repetition or the use of refrain. There is also what we call rhetorical or rhetoric questions. We have the use of similes, just like in the poems or oral poems, we have the use of similes in songs. We have the use of metaphors. There is evidence of rhythm. We also have what we call rhyme, the use of rhyme in songs. And there's uh, what we call verse, that these oral songs are in verse form, just like in oral poems. There is that similarity that is evident in this. Um, we also have what we call the aspects of integration that exist between oral songs and oral poetry. There is what we call integration, that aspect of integration that make them to be like one thing. They look the same. When we integrate them, it means that they can be either can be a song, an oral song, or an oral poem. So we have those aspects of integration that exist between the two genres, that is the oral poems and the oral songs. First of all, we have to understand that both of them have what we call sound pattern, or what we call rhyme. This creates what we call rhythm, leading to musicality and memorability. Whenever there is rhythm, we are sure of experiencing what we call musicality and memorability. That is why songs are simple and easy to memorize as compared to other things. It is easy to memorize a song because of the musicality, that you can remember a song very fast due to that musicality. There's what you call repetition and refrain. This creates emphasis and musicality and can aid in what we call memorability. It can also aid in memorability, the repetition and refrain. Whenever you sing the song, you keep on repeating, and there is that refrain. It means that it can help create emphasis and also help in memorability. We have figures of speech or the use of figurative language, like similes, metaphors, personification, among others, as well as the use of rhetorical questions. Those are some of the features that make the oral poems and songs be integrated or look similar. We have types of oral poems or songs with their respective alternative names. So these types, we can call them the types of songs or the oral songs, poems or songs. Like we have what we call work songs. We have another type that we call love songs. We have political songs. We have religious or sacred songs. We also have wedding songs. There's also topical songs, among others. So all these types of songs, or we call them oral songs or oral poems, they can be called oral poems because they are just presented the same way. We also have initiation. We can have initiation or what you call circumcision songs. They can be called initiation or circumcision songs. We also have funeral songs, which can also be called dirges. We have war songs. We have teasing or satirical songs. They can be called teasing or satirical songs. And we have praise or what we call panegyric songs. They are called praise songs. We have lullabies, the songs for children, lullabies, songs. We have children's play songs or singing games. We have children songs, or they can be called the singing game or games. In addition, we have what we call chain songs. Chain songs, and lastly, we can talk of another type of songs that we call the child naming songs. These ones are normally sung during the naming ceremonies, and it was done in the old days during the traditional African society, where the naming of children was just a ceremony like any other. And this type of songs were sung during that particular occasion. We have what we call specific features and functions of every type of song. So these types of songs that I've mentioned, I will give some features of a few songs. I will begin with love songs. When we talk about love songs have got some features which make them to be different from others. When we talk about love songs, first of all, we have to understand that the love songs express love for the opposite sex. They woo them. They woo them. They express that love to the opposite sex. And they can express sorrow at those being rejected. There are those who are being rejected, and these particular songs can express what we call sorrow, either performed by a group or individual. So they can be performed by a group or by an individual. So we have to take note of that. And we must understand that we also have wedding songs, and they have features also. The wedding songs, they are sung by a bride or her companion, or brides or companions. They are characterized by what we call pomp, show, and celebration. There is pomp, there is what we call show, and there is what we call celebration. So they are usually accompanied by drums. We have drums. They are shakers, the use of shakers, the use of jingles, among other instruments or musical instruments that are used to soothe or to make the songs memorable. And they also express the role of the bride and that of the groom. Their role is expressed in these particular songs, in the message that comes out of these songs. They can also express what we call sorrow of leaving home and parting with friends, especially when a girl is married. They leave their family. So that sorrow is expressed when they leave their family for their bridegroom. There is that sorrow that remains with the family members, including parents, especially when these particular songs are sung. They express that sorrow. They also warn of the challenges likely to be faced at groom's place. There are some challenges. So these particular songs, when they are sung during weddings, they warn, they caution about some of the challenges that that can be expected when a marriage has taken place. That there must be challenges. The couples should not think that whatever decisions they make, everything would be smooth. They should expect some challenges in their endeavors. There should be some challenges which they should face uh, in their marriages. So these songs can also enhance what we call happy mood, especially during the wedding time or the wedding day. There is that mood that is expressed when these particular songs are sung. The mood is expressed there, and it's called a happy mood. We also have to understand that we have war songs. War songs, they are sung in preparation for or during and after war by warriors. And they are highly repetitive. They express what you call the fighter's prowess. There is what you call heroism and courage. All these are expressed in these songs. And these particular songs have what we call exaggeration. They are exaggerated because of the message which they bring out. They may scorn, they may condemn the opponents, among other issues. They praise political leaders. The war songs can praise political leaders. They are sung with lots of gusto, and there's what we call enthusiasm. There's passion, there's enjoyment during singing, there's what you call delight, there's pleasure, and there's zest. Uh, that is how these particular songs are sung. We also have sacred songs. Sacred songs have got stanzas and choruses. They are structurally repetitive. They are repeated just like any other song. They are slow and solemn, and they have steady rhythm. And they can also address a supreme being. They address a supreme being. And the supreme being that is referred to is God. So we also have work songs. What are work songs? These particular songs that we call work songs, they are hardly accompanied except with sounds of work tools. They are fast so as to create what we call rhythm for work. That as they are sung, they create that rhythm for work. That work can continue in that particular rhythm, how in which they are sung. And we can say that they may extol what we call praise and hard work, and they denounce what we call they can denounce some laziness. And we can also say that they may ridicule or condemn uh, a misery. A misery, they can condemn a misery or some laziness or a lazy person in the community, especially when they are sung during work. We also have initiation songs, or they can be called circumcision songs. These types of songs have got some features also. And among them, we have a feature where these songs are sung by initiates and elders. They can be sung by initiates and elders. They have what we call elaborate accompaniments like shakers, the use of horns, the use of drums, among other musical instruments that make these songs to be so enjoyable. They encourage the initiates to be brave, just like a lion, to be brave. They are being encouraged and swayed to be brave. They also mock cowardice. They emphasize the new roles of the initiates as men and women in the community. They also appreciate what we call the forefathers of the community for upholding and bequeathing living traditional uh, uh, okay the traditions for them, that they are being praised for passing the traditions from their generation to the singing generation, or to the generation that is singing the song at the moment. So they raise the bravery of the ancients. The ancients have got that assurance of being brave by the praise of these songs, by the messages they get from these particular songs. We also have other songs that we call dirges. Dirges can be called the funeral songs. They are sung by mourners, people who are mourners or mourning for losing their loved ones. They are somber They have what we call a sad or melancholic mood. They are repetitive just as other songs. They may be fast or slow, depending on where they are sung or depending on which occasion. Is it a burial? Is it during the loss of a loved one or uh, any other occasion related to funeral? They are accompanied with a lot of drumming and dancing. There is a lot of drumming and dancing which accompany these particular songs to cheer up the bereaved. The bereaved family is cheered up by these particular songs, and that's why the accompaniment is necessary. The use of drums, uh, the use of dancing, among other musical instruments which are necessary. They also express sorrow and disbelief at the loss of loved ones. They praise the achievement and virtues of the dead. The dead are praised in these particular songs. They are praised of their achievement. They are praised of their great works and legacy in the society. We also have lullabies. Lullabies are sung softly. They are repetitive as well. They have what we call slow rocking rhythm. They have soothing words that even mother has gone away to bring the child a tantalizing, enticing, alluring gift. They have some promises that they give to the babies. The babies are promised in these particular songs to remain calm as their mothers bring the alluring gifts, the enticing gifts. So there is a promise in these particular songs. We also look at what we call the singing games. They are short and quick. Singing games, they are short and quick, and they change from song to song to avoid children getting bored. There is that avoidance of monotony when they change just from song to song. They are also repetitive, just like any other song, as we have just mentioned. They are also characterized with mockery. There is some mockery or ridicule that is evident in these particular songs. They are highly playful as they are singing games. They are highly playful and they are also rhythmic. There's some rhythm which is evident in the songs. So these are the uh, lessons that we learn from these features of songs, and we have to take note of all these types of songs that we have learned about. That these songs have got features which make them unique from others. They have got features that make them to be differentiated from other songs or other genres of oral literature. Thank you for your time. May you remember to subscribe if you have not. Also, remember to comment and write a message uh, of appreciation, correction, among other things. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.